Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. In the last episode, we beat Apocalypse, and we also did the Danger Room simulations with Omega Red and Juggernaut. Now we're on board the Avalon in order to stop Magneto from threatening Genosha with who knows what. And this is a rather interesting mission for the final part of the game because, just like the very beginning, you have 5 individual sections, one for each character of the game, which means you're splitting up again. I'm going to be doing 2 sections of this for this video, and I'm going to start with Beast first, because his is the easiest, and I'd rather get that out of the way. Plus, it gives me more time to explain things. I already practiced 4 sections, but these are the best to start this whole thing off with. And you start seeing these guys. Now, thankfully, since I'm playing as Beast, they go down with just 3 jumping punches. That's it. And you also got these robots, which will shock themselves with a little electrical barrier of sorts to keep you from hitting them. And they also shoot lasers that go across the screen. I hate those soldiers that throw the energy balls. They just teleport in and out, and sometimes they'll end up in walls, and they end up being really annoying. Also, you have these electrical floors with sparks running across them. You want to avoid those sparks whenever possible, obviously. And here is Exodus. He doesn't have his goons with him while you're playing as Beast, which is a good thing. He has 3 attacks. He has a laser that he can shoot out of his eyes. He has a dive attack, which he'll grab you with and then throw you to the ground. Like that. I do not like that attack at all because you can't break out of it. And he also has a diving kick attack as well. You want to wait for him to be fully opaque before you hit him. And if he actually goes low like that, you know he's going to do the kick. He just does a diagonal diving kick down at you. And you only bring him down to half energy the first time you ever meet him. If you fight with another character after you beat this one, after you beat the first mission, you won't have to deal with him as long. You only have him down to half health, and if you beat him again, you won't have to face him again for the rest of the game. Also, these guys start showing up, and we also have these platforms that we're going to have to ceiling walk on in order to take advantage of. And I'd rather fight this guy in an area where I can actually fight him. Now, right off the edge of this, you want to jump off the edge. That wasn't what I wanted, but I will still take that. Nope. Whew. Pulling some nasty stuff here, but it's all good. Alright, let's try this again. Nope, I walked directly off the edge. You see that little thing right there? Cycling between the 5 characters, even though you can bind and barely tell? That is a special icon where if you grab it, whoever pictures on it when you do gets an extra life. So let's say Cyclops pictures on it. If I grab it while Cyclops pictures on it, he gets the extra life. And it happened to be Beast. That was thoughtful for sort of useless, because this part's going to be very easy. Wish it happened to have been Psylocke. I know I need to give her some lives, and thankfully you can make the jump all the way to here. There is some bottom of the pit down there, by the way, so keep that in mind. And there's always a different boss for the end of each individual character section. Here is this thing that shoots electrical projectiles downward at you. If you can hide underneath a platform with the ceiling walk, that definitely helps, because it's got this thing going on whenever it shakes, where it just goes across the room and just attacks repeatedly. And I'm waiting for that to stop so I can actually hit this thing. There we go. That thing is actually very simple. There is electricity coursing across the ceiling there, But as long as you can stay in one place, hide underneath the platforms whenever necessary, you can do it. And when you beat any section, any character section, you get Magneto. Rather interesting thing about fighting Magneto. You actually get to fight him as a team, and any damage you do to him is actually saved even if you die. So those 2 hits, those will be saved no matter what. He never heals if you die, which is a good thing. Because some characters are easier to use against him than others. I mean, I beat him with Cyclops, and he's really easy to beat with Cyclops. And of course, you can't hit him while he has that magnetic shield around him too. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. I'm not going to try to beat him with Beast. I'm not even going to try, because I'd rather save Cyclops to do that. And if you can get all 5 characters to the Magneto section, that's a bonus, because, well, all you have to worry about is just beating Magneto. And you can just easily cheese your way through it. I mean, I know I'm not getting much damage done here, but... well, if I can get any damage in, any damage is good damage. Plus, if I play as Beast again, I can fight Magneto again. Really useful if I want to get at least a little bit of damage in with a character that I can't beat. And that's Beast section finished, so I got 4 more to go, and I think I want to do Gambit's next. I was thinking about doing Psylocke's section, but Psylocke's section is just really hard. Like, it's harder than it should be. Anyway, these platforms actually have little cannons that actually shoot lasers at you. They just shoot the lasers forward, and thankfully they go down in 1 hit. Also, you can take care of these guys from above, which is really nice. So you can just proactively take down any robots that are in the way. Use a somersault kick to kick down the platform lasers. And you should be well on your way. There we go. Unless they do that death yelp, they're not dead. Those guys that are teleporting in and out, just floating and shooting energy orbs at you. They appear in all the sections, and they can be very annoying, especially in Psylocke stage. Oh boy, I'm gonna not enjoy doing that section. Now, I'm doing Gambit and Beast sections first because unlike the other 3, not quite sure about the other 3. Unlike the other 3 characters' battles with Exodus, the goons that pop in and out and throw energy balls at you, they won't show up while you're fighting Exodus if you're fighting him with Beast or Gambit. That's a very good thing because it would make it very hard to do that with. And of course, I will be mentioning the strategies that you can use to fight Exodus with the other characters in the other videos. And that's going to be a good thing because I know you're probably wondering how to fight this guy when the time comes. But because we beat Exodus with 2 characters, all we have to do here is just hit Exodus from above with the jumping attack. Wow. Okay, I can hit him with the somersault kick while he's doing the dive. Well, now that I've beaten him with 2 characters, he won't pop up anymore. I'll still be practicing with other characters, so you guys know what to do against Exodus when I reach those areas. It's always the midway point of every level. And by the way, it really stinks to die in any of these levels, regardless of how much progress you've made, because you're going to start at the beginning no matter what. There are no continue points here anywhere in the game. Also an extra life for Psylocke because I might as well go ahead and give it to her. And the boss for this section is this hologram projector that creates holograms of the other four X-Men. Beast, Wolverine, Psylocke, and Cyclops. And they just have the same exact movesets as the other X-Men that you've played as. And they can be very, very annoying. Cyclops is the worst. I was trying to do the somersault kick to get away, and the game wouldn't let me do it. I do not like doing this section. And Cyclops is the worst. If you can actually time when he gets off the ground, you won't have to deal with a lot of those optic blasts. Also, the same thing works for Psylocke too, because if you can keep your distance and throw the triple card attack at her whenever necessary, you'll be able to hit her before she can really do a whole bunch of stuff to you. That psychic knife is the worst, but at least you get knocked down after only a few hits with it. And that's Gambit section complete. I'm going to try to do some damage with Gambit as well, and all that damage I did with Beast is still there. That is the best part about this battle. You can usually just choose your way through it. Somersault kick. Throw the card up while you're under him. Not the best strategy, but whatever works. He has another attack where he throws a ball of magnetic energy at you. And if it hits you, it actually saps quite a bit of your strength. It does a lot of damage. So you definitely want to keep that in mind in case you're fighting him using those two platforms, because that's when he's more likely to use it, when you're on those two platforms that go up and down the sides of Magneto. He also flies around like that. If you stay up in the corner like that and just stay away from him while you're in the air, if you're in the air, you can stay away from his magnetic shield, which will damage you, by the way. Again, you have to wait for him to get rid of that shield before he's completely vulnerable. And we're almost a fourth of the way there. Not the best way to do this, but it definitely works. Wow, I'm already to the E here. It'll be funny if I beat him with Gambit. I mean, I know my patience is good, but not that good. And he's gonna hit me with one of those steel panels eventually. Yeah, those steel panels will home in on you, on your current location. And that's why I'm using the somersault attack, the somersault kick, to, well, break through them whenever I can. And so far I'm doing quite a bit of damage here. Got hit. I only got a few hits before I'm finally history. And I'm doing a fine job here. And of course I did that a bit too late because I was stalking. I'm gonna get hit here eventually. Oh, I can't believe I got through that. Alright. Whoa. Either it'll go horizontal or go vertical with the dive, never diagonally. Come on. I don't want to destroy you, but I do want to get some damage in. Ah. There we go. I thought I was going to do the somersault kick on accident instead. I am doing much more damage than I thought I would be. This is beautiful. Oh, I did it too early. Well, that's a really good first try. That's a really good first video for the whole Avalon part of the deal. Anyway, that's 2 sections down. And for the next video, I'm going to do 2 more sections. So, join me then, why don't you? Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!